I haven't watched past episode 1.
Boku no Hero 1 chapter 48.
Okay, let me pull up the chapter. Can I summarize the chapter? I've never summarized a chapter before.
What was the name of the chapter?
The name is The Sorrows of Young Togaice.
It was load. All right. What happened in this chapter?
Okay, what happened is that W's are handed all around. I'm just joking.
As they should.
As they should be. Okay. So, is anyone else coming? Let me just skim through. Okay, so what seemed to have happened this chapter was that everything seemed to be going to shit for the hero guys. Fat Gum and Kirishima unaccounted for. Sun Eater Tamaki unaccounted for. And the remaining heroes are dwindling down little by little. And as I was realizing, shit, people about to die. I didn't think of that. And
no, they basically what are they doing? They we saw a flashback of Shigaraki and that he actually has a plan on how to deal
how to get revenge for Magni.
Yeah. They're clearly they were upset and they didn't trust alliance with the Yakuza, but he's saying just for now, Kimiko and Twice should just sort of trust him because he knows what he's doing. He has some plans. We saw I don't remember the guy's name. The other strong guy, like his brother, is moving the area around that they're in, and basically Aizawa is trying to mount a counterattack against him, and basically what we saw more Deku and Aizawa stuck in the same place, and a little bit more of like this chapter focused more on Twice and that other guy and Sir Night Eye like sort of fighting against that team too. And we finally got to see Sir Night Eye fight a little bit, which I've been waiting for. He's kind of has a cool air about him. Did some badass stuff. He was fighting with those little hook things or whatever. And he's pretty adept at hand to hand, I guess. What did you think of the chapter overall, OJ?
I thought it was really good. A big thing for me going into the chapter was just seeing how the League of Villains 2 members, Toga and Twice, how they just reacted to them, working with the Yakuza, and how they responded to Shigaraki's request for them to basically fuck up the Yakuza's operations. And I thought that was good on both Toga and Twice's behalf, as well as Shigaraki's, especially Shigaraki's, because it shows how much respect and how much he cares about his entire team. And,
yeah, they really it really showed how like the villains are tight knit or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
it actually reminded me of the what's it called from those assholes from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, the Phantom Troop.
Oh, the Phantom Troop. Yeah.
I fucking hate the Phantom Troop.
I don't understand why, but
we'll talk about that later, though.
Yeah, we can talk about that later. But yeah, it really made me think about the difference between them. But continue.
Is this the first time we saw the relationship between Twice and Toga? Like they have some sort of romantic dynamic where he's like in love with her, wants to marry her.
Yeah, like I believe so. Actually, yeah.
The thing is that it's the first time we've seen it, but I don't think it's both ways or whatever.
Yeah, it's a one-sided. It seems like she's ignoring it, and he's like really in love with her or something. They have this back and forth with each other.
I have a question. Do you think one half of him likes her, or?
Oh yeah, because there's two halves of him that like split. If he shows his face.
Yeah, it might be that.
Yeah. I was thinking if it was one half because it was like he was carrying on a conversation, but in between was like, "I love you, go out with me."
Yeah. So it might be like a split personality, or twins or something inside of him. Also, we saw. Is this the first time we've seen Shigaraki's face?
No, it's not.
The first time we saw his face was that creepy ass smile in the mall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. but
That was like when he was talking to Deku and stuff.
Deku. But that smile was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah. What do you think the scars on his face are from?
Uh,
I have a feeling it's like from All for One in some type of way. Maybe it's like I don't know, maybe training or something. Like
I actually feel like it's the opposite. I feel like it's something he got as a result of his mom. And I'm not saying like maybe somebody came after him because of his mom, but I feel like maybe it's the reason he hates like justice or so-called justice or whatever.
So you're thinking that a hero got involved and that's why he hates heroes so much.
No. I'm thinking maybe a villain or something came after him because of his mom or something. Like I think it's because of his mom, but like it's definitely not directly. Basically, it just makes me wonder why he hates All Might, because All Might is the successor to his grandma. So it's like I feel like there's definitely a very personal grudge, especially for how baby he acted in the beginning.
But he doesn't know that he doesn't know his grandma like that though. Isn't that the case?
That's true. That's true.
Like the reason why, like that's the reason why All Might struggled, because he wanted to tell Shigaraki, but it would be hard to, because like it's.
Oh, I understand.
Like,
I forgot about that. My mistake. My mistake. I'm not good at this theory thing. I just like reading.
Okay. What did you think of it overall? But
I mean, the chapter.
Yeah, the sorrows of young Togaice.
It was insightful because before now I liked the villain alliance enough, but I just liked them more as a plot point. But today I became invested in them as characters. And there's just kind of, like I said, I'm a sap. I love the sentimentality of it, of how fucking guilty Twice looks in that panel, especially when he takes off his mask.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's ripping himself apart, like almost literally, over how guilty he feels over Magni's death. And Himiko and Toga are there to be like, don't worry, bro, we'll get revenge. So, and the calm on his face he has shows how much he has matured. Because he's always like, I want to fuck shit up. I'm a big boy. I have all these nomas. Look at what my daddy bought me. Blah, blah, blah. And now he's a man now. And I like it. It really shows he's grown.
Yeah. No, it's
becoming a man.
I have a problem with Shigaraki, and it's not that I hate the character. The reason why I shit on him a lot is because when you compare him to how much Deku has grown, and you see, like, even though Deku, he stumbled and fell sometimes, it wasn't, the best, he didn't do the best things for the right moments in the right time, but he's grown in a way that I would have never seen coming had I started the story. And I felt like that should be the same way for Shigaraki. But it took Shigaraki up till now to sort of change for the better. And I mean, like, that's one of the reasons why I respect him for what he's done, in this chapter, giving his friends the okay to fuck shit up for the accuser.
Well, the thing is that for me, I agree with that, but I would say building on top of that, I just wasn't very pleased with his behavior, because like I said, it sounded more like a child throwing a tantrum than any like decisive plan. And I feel the reason why he didn't grow at the same rate as Deku was because better antagonists were being spurred in between. So he didn't really have all the time to shine. But Deku faced all of the antagonists, but he's always in the background. Like, we got Stain. Stain is fucking great. Best antagonist of the series so far, still, in my opinion.
Yeah, we also saw Deku experience more like struggles and loss directly than we saw Shigaraki go through.
Mm-hmm.
So this is
that's true.
This is the first kind of like psychological struggle that we've seen him deal with. So it's gonna make his character a little bit more. It's gonna flesh out his personality.
Yeah. Conflict is what makes people grow. So his character has more conflict now.
Yeah, and it's more like internal conflict. And the fact that he's confident that he has this plan to like deal with the Yakuza and get revenge and sort of use them. It's going to be interesting if he's like getting cocky like he was in the past, or if he actually is going to follow through in a way that pays off for the villain lines. I guess it's time.
I actually don't think he's gonna get cocky because his face when he says "Don't worry, we'll get them back." I feel like that's like it's the opposite of cockiness. It's like humility. It's humility. Humility is what people need. It's funny how humility can make you such a good character. Bakugo just needs a little more humility. He's been getting a little bit. Just wait till he receives that L, the big L. It'll be amazing.
Yo, it's gonna be fucking gold.
I know. Oh yeah, OJ. I was talking about. Fuck. I should call you OG or OG.
No, that's fine. OJ is fine.
OG Kedu.
Odima.
Odima. Do you know how to count in Igbo?
No, I don't actually. We gotta talk about that later. We'll...
Okay, yeah. I know. Sorry, it's just there's something that sounds like Japanese. So, but anyway, yeah. Okay. I get distracted easily. We were talking about.
How would you rate the chapter overall? Who's the MVP?
Chapter.
What was your favorite panel? OJ. What would you rate it? What was your favorite panel? Who's the MVP? And what do you want to see next week?
I would rate it personally. I would probably say like I would say a 9 out of 10. This is a very good chapter. MVP of the arc. I would still give it to Shigaraki. Yeah, I'll give it to him.
Yeah. More W's to hang on his fridge.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
My list. What was your favorite panel?
My favorite panel would probably have to be, and this is actually a weird panel for me because I wasn't exactly sure what was going on. But my favorite panel would have to be Toga and Twice counteracting what's his name? Something like that. Like
the wall
dude
guy.
That was the wall guy. That was one of my favorite panels because I wasn't sure what was happening at first. It was kind of weird, but like once I understood what's going on, I think that was probably like my favorite panel of the chapter.
I love her little fork hands.
What do you want to see?
Pardon?
The what do you want to see next?
Fork hands.
Torque.
Her fork hands.
What do I want to see next? Shoot, I really want to see Izuku and Toga interact. I just want to see Izuku and Eraserhead just go ham. That's all I care about. Like that was one of the things when it came to this arc that I really wanted to see, just like an Izuku and Eraserhead team up, because I really like those two characters.
Okay. Rookie, what would you rate this chapter?
I was gonna say 8.5. I was leaning 8.59 because it's a really good chapter. It does what it needs to. It sets a lot up, and it just delivered that extra piece of nuance we needed to the villain alliance to feel for them as more than an antagonist. I feel like they stepped from being things that oppose our characters to like their own characters finally. And my favorite panel, you said
said go ahead.
Oh, my favorite panel was between the one Audrey mentioned and Shigaraki. I think he has to be number one. It's like there's just so much there. It's like you see how calm his face looks, but it's also contrasted with all the scars. He's got some really nasty, deep scars.
He looks like,
and it also shows. He looks like what?
Dobby.
Oh yeah, kinda. Dobby's is just more zombie-like, but Dobby looks like he only shops at Hot Topic, but
that's funny.
Thank you. But yeah, I love it. I just think it's such a great panel. It's just so open, and it takes him from being a brat to a man. So yeah, I love that panel.
What do you want to see next?
What do I want? I want to see Toga and Twice fuck shit up. I want to see how Twice fights because I don't think we've really seen that other than the time Overhaul like destroyed them.
Yeah, no, Twice is weird because like he never really I know his quirk involves cloning, kind of, doesn't it? But like, I don't really pay much attention to him, so I'd really like to see that next chapter too, if possible.
Yeah, Twice has been around, but more as like a sort of character. I kind of want to see more of Toga, since like she's kind of an interesting character who's been in the background a lot, and she has like an interesting relationship with the villain lines and with Deku and Uraraka, I guess. So I kind of want to see more of her relationship with other characters. Well, yeah, that was it. Anything else about the chapter? I think that was. Anything else that stood out? Next week we're obviously going to see the conclusion of this fight.
I just remember.
Oh yeah, I want to know if Lockrock is dead.
If who's dead?
Lockrock.
I mean,
oh yeah, he's incapacitated, I think.
Yeah, but it's because like what's his name?
Yeah,
Aizawa said casualties, so it made me think of. Do you mean casualty as in like death or casualty? Yeah.
I also want to see Sir Night-Eye going on this because he's yeah, I don't know, just him like with the glasses and like the cool demeanor, like he seems like kind of a badass. He reminds me of a cooler version of the guy from Hunter x Hunter, the guy who got scared.
You're talking
about
Nove.
No, yeah, no.
Yeah, Nove was cool.
Yeah, he reminds me of a badass version of that guy.
I want to see.
It's really given a lot of characterization to the minor characters, which is what people wanted. I didn't expect
Kirishima
get fleshed out this way, but now it's interesting. Yeah, because now I am concerned about Toga and Twice more than before as characters on their own. But all right.
That
was Boku no Hero.
That was Boku no Hero. It was a nice little tea party with you guys.
Yeah, I would give it an 8.5 to a 9. To a like 9. The only thing I don't like is the names that he's choosing recently. Like the
names of what?
The chapters.
I've never noticed the names of chapters, honestly.
Those two have been weird, like Togaice or Twice Nico and stuff. Like
Togaice.
Yeah.
That's probably a ship name.
Yeah.
Sorrows of Togaice.
All right.
But I think their dynamic is adorable. The way she like
it's interesting.
Treats him so nicely, and they're just like besties. If she's interested in him, I think that'll be adorable.
Yeah, and she's not being tsundere towards him or anything. Like she's just kind of being nonchalant about it instead of being like mean or rude to him. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
If she has any sort of affection, or like or maybe there's a backstory behind why they have that relationship. Because her like personality quirk is that thing where she gets really obsessive with the person she likes, right?
Oh yeah, she mentioned that she's obsessed with Deku too.
Yeah, she gets really obsessive, and he's like the one person she's not obsessed with in that way. So there's definitely a backstory.
No, you've got my mind reeling now, and my gears moving because it's like, remember how in this chapter she keeps saying she became a villain because she wants to be able to do the things she wants to do. What if because obviously we can tell she's kind of young. At least we hope so. She's not just like a 20-year-old or 30-year-old woman putting on a middle school uniform.
She might be.
But
might be.
But it's giving me kind of Durarara vibes in the sense that what if she was like a crazy fucking stalker and she liked people, boys, girls, whatever, and she loved to stalk them and lick their blood, and obviously she got arrested or she got in trouble and she was like, I want to be able to do the things I want to do, because she seems like she's definitely unconventional.
Yes. All right, well, there's some more fan fiction opening up. Let's just end it here. Like, comment, subscribe. Boku no Hero next week. Is it on break next week?
Yeah. So
no, right?
Jump for the most part is on break next week because of double issues.
Okay. All right. Well, then in 2 weeks, more Boku no Hero.
It's every time. I'm always happy for hirokoshi to get a break. He could take 2 months off and I'd be happy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if he took 2 months off. He does so much.
2 months is a lot. But
I would be okay. To be honest, I would be fine with 2 months because it's like he still gives so much. His fucking Twitter, he never lets an empty page get into a volume. Everything is filled up. My hands hurt just from doing my homework, man. It makes me.
All right. Well, see you
Yeah,
next
but it's
week,
okay.
I guess.
Oh, but I like you guys. Don't go.
It's over.